begin by thanking you for having Bob Hamman. It was a stroke of genius. I could shop at Borsheims and my husband was entertained while I did so.
Well, Bob is not only the best bridge player around, but he is an entertaining guy, too.
He's great.
Yeah, he is great. I agree with you.
You owned Disney once before and sold it. You also owned advertising companies in the 70s, I believe.
Right.
And you sold them. Could we have some insight into your thinking as to why you sold them?
I'm not sure I want to give you any insight into that thinking. Well, we'll start off with the fact that when I was 11, I bought some city service preferred at 38, and it went to 200, but I sold at 40. So, grabbing my $2 a share of profit. So everything we've ever sold has gone up subsequently, but some of them have gone up more painfully subsequently than others. And certainly the Disney sale in the 60s was a huge mistake. I should have been buying. I forget about holding. And that's happened many times. I mean, we think that anything we sell should go up subsequently because we own good businesses, and we may sell them because we need money for something else, but we still think they're good businesses, and we think good businesses are going to be worth more over time. So everything virtually that I can think of has gone on to sell it at a lot more money, for a lot more money, and I would expect that would continue to be the case. That's not a source of distress, but I must say that selling to Disney was a mistake, and actually the ad agencies have done very well since we sold them too. Now maybe some of that money went into Coca-Cola or something else, so I don't worry about that. I would worry, frankly, if I sold a bunch of things right at the top, because that would indicate that in effect I was practicing the bigger fool type approach to investing, and I don't think that can be practiced successfully over time. I think the most successful investors, if they sell at all, will be selling things that end up going a lot higher because it means that they've been buying into good businesses as they've gone along. Charlie?
Well, I'm glad that the questioner brought this touch of humility because it is really useful to be reminded of your errors. I mean, and I think we're pretty good at that. I mean, we kind of mentally rub our own noses in our own mistakes. And that is a very good mental habit. Warren can tell you the exact number of cents per share that he sold at and compare it with the current price. It actually hurts him.
It actually doesn't hurt. The truth is, because you just keep on doing things. But it is instructive to do postmortems on everything, and say, as long as you don't get carried away with it. But every acquisition decision, that kind of thing, there should be postmortems done. Most companies don't like to do postmortems on their capital expenditures. I've been a director of a lot of companies over the years, and they've usually not spent a lot of time on the postmortems. They spend a lot of time on telling you how wonderful the acquisitions are going to be or the capital expenditures, but they don't like to look so hard necessarily at the results.
Think of how refreshing the board of directors meeting would be if they sat down and now we'll spend 3 hours examining all our stupid blunders and how much we've blown.
And then after that, the compensation committee will meet. No, that is not going to happen.
Right.